so bad. The theory of free trade is that it solves poverty. The reality of it is that it manages and intensifies poverty. The disjoint between free trade in theory and practice is an inherent roadblock. Lincoln Haynes, The New Protectionism, 1993. Free trade is, in theory, a system where traders are allowed to exchange money and goods without any concern for national barriers. There should be few legal constraints, no artificial protection, or subsidies to influence the freedom of exchange. Traders, the theory goes, need to be free to do what they like. The presumption is that traders know what they are doing in the market to sort out any other problems emerging. Whether these problems are relative decline of British or U.S. economy, threat to the environment from wasteful energy policies, or inappropriate systems sold to the third world. Problems will be resolved by determining how much somebody is willing to pay to get them solved, to get them sorted out. Free trade argues that primary concern is to increase the size of the world economic cake, and that once this has happened, there will be more to share around, and some of it will trickle down to the poor. The analogy is that the wealth creation is like an ice cream going down the size of a giant cake. So basically, this is a question of how free trade in theory works, but in practice, it doesn't work at all. The notion of how Obama can put $787 billion stimulus plan in the free trade market seems that it will go down and then trickle down to the poor. And the problem with that is that usually doesn't never happen. If you think about how things are being fixed economically, they're always going to the high class and then go down to the lower. And the problem with that is it creates this theory that money accumulation is at the top of the thing. It's like the top of the notion of what you should aspire to be. And the problem with free trade is that it creates this notion of what we should do as a system and how we should accumulate wealth. Not only wealth economically, but I guess emotionally or I guess spiritually in the notion. And the problem with free trade is it creates this notion of what we should do as a people. In fact, what we should do as a people is build our metaphysical and spiritual notions instead of, I guess, doing this pointless consumption. And to go to our